everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my top 10 favorite MAC lipsticks of all time. So as you may or may not know, I do work for MAC, but that doesn't mean that, you know, I've just started liking these MAC lipsticks. I have been using MAC products for such a long time, like legit, I think like 7th grade or something like that. So I have accrued these favorites over a very, very long time, and I'm going to be sharing them with you today. And we're also going to be trying them on so you can see them on my lips. Not saying that, you know, every single color is going to work for everybody out there, but just so you know like what my favorites are, and also working for MAC, I can say that a lot of these are other people's favorites as well too. So let's just jump into the video. So I'm just actually going to start with the one that's on my lips, and this is TWIG lipstick. So right here, this is what it looks like. It's very well loved. Just, I would say that this is a really good, like, darker neutral, like pinky color. Some people on their lips, it can appear a little too dark. So take that into account, but it is just a really, really pretty neutral, especially if you're like on the medium to darker side. Also, this is a satin lipstick. I love MAC satin lipsticks because they go on like super creamy. They do not feel like dry on your lips, but then they dry down basically throughout the day to be a matte. Like, I mean, it's not like a matte on my lips right now, but it like dries on my lips, so I feel like a little bit more comfortable than wearing like just a flat out matte lipstick, because sometimes those can be uncomfortable. So if you want your lipsticks to stay on super long but you don't like that matte feeling, try some of the MAC satin lipsticks because they just feel so comfortable. Okay, my next favorite is Captive, and this is just a beautiful, I would say like kind of plummy like pink color, and this is also a satin, so like I said previously, it just feels so comfortable going on. So let's try Captive. So that's what Captive looked like. I just love it because it really feels like a pretty pop of color, but I think it's still definitely daytime wearable. So if you want a daytime wearable lipstick, but it's like you want that pop of color, this would be a really pretty color. Or if you don't feel like, you know, you can wear those really bright colors, but you still want to try something fun, try Captive, because it's a really nice color, but it's not in your face where you feel like, you know, you're wearing too much. So this could be a lot of different options for different people. So definitely check this one out. Next, we have the shade Persistence, and this is a matte lipstick. It's one of our newer matte lipsticks that MAC came out with, like I think in like March or April or something like that. So like I said, it's a matte. It's like a brownie orange color, but to me, like on my skin tone, it shows up a little bit more of just like a neutral color, but on other people, it's definitely gonna be that darker, like orangey kind of brown. So as you can see, it looks just like a really pretty like neutral on like a neutral kind of nudie color on my skin tone. So I would say maybe like a shade lighter than me and then a little bit darker than me can pull this off as just like a straight up neutral, like kind of blending into the skin a little bit. You know, that nude color that people want, but you want it to stand out a little bit more. This would be it. The next shade is called Creme de Nude, and oops, this one's a little dirty from how I mix it. So I'm going to be explaining to you why this is my one of my favorite lipsticks that I've had. It's a cream sheen, so it goes on super creamy. Doesn't mean it's going to stay on all day long. I mean, I think when you pair it with a lip liner and stuff like that, it definitely stays a little bit longer, but not as long as those satins or mattes. The reason why this is probably like maybe like top 3 for lipsticks for me from MAC is because it is a straight up nude. It is not like, you know, a pinky nude or a brownie nude or like anything like that. Like to me, it's straight up nude lipstick. So what I love to do I mean, I definitely wear it by itself with like more of a nude kind of lip liner and like a nude gloss. You can totally do that. But I pair it with a lot of different lip liners, like colored lip liners, to make basically any shade I want. Like if I'm like, I don't know what I want today, I don't know what kind of color I want, I will legit like pair even like a red lip liner, put it all over my lips, and then put this one on top of it, and it just like, it will make the beautiful, like most beautiful, softer kind of color of what the lip liner is. So that's why I love, love, love Creme de Nude. So as you can see, it looks really, really light on my lips right now. I love to pair it with just a little bit of a darker lip liner, at least on like my skin tone, just because it can look a little like chalky. And I definitely want to put like a gloss with it. So a lot of times, a lot of people think, you know, a nude, neutral color, like let me just throw it on my lips. No, I really, really always tell people, pair a lip liner and maybe even a little gloss, depending on if like your lipstick is a matte or not. Like definitely a matte lipstick with a nude like this, you need a little bit of gloss right in the center. Like you don't have to gloss up your lips like, you know, crazy, but just a little something right in the center, because sometimes it can just look a little messy and just not the cutest kind of nude color. But as you can see on my lips, it's just a little bit lighter, but still a beautiful color. And like I said, pairing it with any lip liner you want, you're gonna create amazing colors with it. Next is Faux, and like Faux is like a sister of TWIG lipstick. So when I'm at the counter and I'm showing people they want that pinky like neutral nude color, I show them Faux first, and then if they want something a little bit darker, then I show them TWIG. They're like so close to each other, but not like the closest thing on the face of the earth. Like you're like, oh, do I need both of them? You need both of them. So this is Faux. It is also a satin, so same formula as that TWIG as well too. Feels really, really comfortable going on your lips. I absolutely love Faux. Like this might have been one of the colors I used to wear like legit almost every single day, probably like in high school or something like that. But it's just such a pretty pink neutral color. I love this one. And I know I say I love like all of them. Obviously they're my favorites, but like I'm just gonna keep saying I love them because I love them. This one is called Brave. A lot of people like this color as like the whole like Kylie Jenner lip. I know like on Pinterest it was this color paired with like Soar lip liner, and that was like the Kylie Jenner lip. But I mean, I just think it's a really pretty like what do you want to call this? Maybe like a pinky nude, obviously, but like just a little bit darker. A little, I would say it's lighter than TWIG, but darker than Faux for sure. So you always want to remember, you know, just depending on your skin tone, stuff appears darker or lighter. So on me, it just looks like a light pink, but on some people, it definitely looks like a darker, you know, kind of pinkier nude. So you always want to make sure that you try that stuff on, because a lot of people come in and, you know, they want a certain color because they saw a certain person wearing it, but maybe they're not that same color as that person. So you always just want to make sure you try stuff on, because you never know what it's going to look like on your lips. So I always say, you know, when you're at the counter, that's the time to really try these lipsticks on and make sure that that's the one for you. Okay, next is another pink, but this is actually a frost lipstick. It's called Bombshell. One of like my absolute favorite like pinks that I can own. I just think it's such a pretty color, and it has like a little bit of the gold kind of running through it. It's just so pretty. I know a lot of people don't like frost, like they don't want that shimmery, but it doesn't look shimmery on the lips. It just looks like really pretty. I don't even know. Like, and I love pairing it with kind of a shimmery like gloss, so then your lips look really like luscious and like wet. So that's Bombshell. See, like to me, it doesn't look like one of those like gross, like, you know, out of date like frosty lipsticks, like those really like light colors that, you know, people used to wear like back in the day. This just has like a little like frosty, like, you know, something to it, like something extra to it. And I also think that frost do stay on a little bit longer than like some of the more creamier textures. Even though it does go on creamy, I think it stays on pretty long too. Last three. This one is Wurl, also is a matte lipstick, came out with those new matte lips that we came out with. This is the, you know, sister to the Wurl lip liner that everyone loves, that also that Kylie Jenner lip. This one does go on dark, on like really dark on like more light skinned people. So make sure you definitely try this one on before you just like go out and buy it if you don't want something too dark, because a lot of people, you know, saw that Kylie Jenner lip, they saw her wearing Wurl lip liner, all of that nonsense, then they think that they want the lipstick and it goes on really dark on them, just depending on your skin tone. So always try this one on, but I just think it's a really great neutral for anyone that likes that darker, you know, kind of 90s vibe of a lipstick. On me, to me, it like does not look dark at all. I just think it's a great nude on me, but a lot of people, you know, when they put it on their lips, they definitely think it's really dark. So like I said, make sure you try it on. Next is All Fired Up. And like I tell people, I mean, next is All Fired Up. And I would kind of say that this maybe is my favorite lipstick that I own from MAC, but I mean, I love them all, but this is just such a pretty color. It may like come off on camera like it's more red, but it depends on what you do with it. So that's why I love it, because it's basically like a 2-in-1 lipstick. So you can make a more pinky color out of it if you pair it with more of a pink lip liner, or you can make a true kind of red color if you pair it with a red lip liner. And also too, it is a matte, but this is a retro matte. No, it's a regular matte, never mind, I lied. But it does go on a little bit more dry, so be wary of that as well too. So see on my lips, it definitely looks a little bit more of a pinkier like red instead of a true red, but when I do pair it with a red lip liner, it is a beautiful red color. So I would definitely suggest checking this one out. Last but not least, we have Diva lipstick, which is a beautiful burgundy red color, and it is also a matte, great for the fall time. So just a perfect, you know, true burgundy color. I love this color on really anybody. It just looks actually so pretty and just so fall-like. We all want that, you know, beautiful fall lipstick. So Diva is definitely one of them. So there you have it. These are all of my top 10 MAC favorite lipsticks. I would love if you guys would please subscribe to my channel and also like this video down below. I will have a link to all of the colors, or like, you know, write them all down so you guys don't have to like, you know, pause or write anything down that you guys want. I will have that all listed down below. So I will see you in my next video. Bye.